What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to episode number 4 in this series on making these easing particle effects with JavaScript. So today I found like this cool little spot area on the top of the ship, so I'm just hanging out here and everybody else is off the boat because we're in Dominican Republic right now, and I actually just got back on the boat because we spent a while in the pool and a bunch of other stuff. So that was pretty cool. So today for this tutorial, what we're gonna do is actually go over our first function that we're going to need in our module. All right, so as you can see right here, I actually already filled in the create function, all the code we're going to be using inside that function. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to make a little bit of space here and just rewrite the function, but explain each line as we go, so you guys aren't just copying and pasting the whole thing and then not knowing what it does. So we're just going to call this create, and then here this is going to take one parameter, but in my case it took one, but in your case it could take more than one, and the only other things you would pass in would be the height and the width of the canvas that you want these particles to draw on. So mine is actually just defaulted right here to the size of the entire screen, just because I use the particles anywhere on the screen at any time. So the first part here is going to be our line at the beginning that basically just checks to see if canvas equals null, as in we don't pass anything in for it, then just return. As in return just means end the function, because obviously if there's nothing defined for canvas, then it's going to error and it's going to kill our program. So after that first line, we're actually going to define two variables, the resolution and the scale. So we'll just go ahead and do res equals the window dot device pixel ratio, or 1 if it's not defined. And then just set the scale equal to 1 divided by that resolution. And the reason we do this for the canvas is because we want to make sure it's the correct scale, because some devices have different size pixel ratios, like the iPhone 6 Plus has like a 1:3 ratio or something like that. So you just have to kind of, this will take care of any device though, it doesn't matter, so you don't have to worry about the numbers in that case. You can just set the scale and make sure that the resolution is correct and that it's not going to be fuzzy on your screen at all. So then the next part is we're actually going to set the data.canvas. Remember our data variable that we had up here, we're going to go ahead and just define those variables now. And we'll just set this to null and just set the ctx to null as well for now. And then so now when we jump back into here, we'll set the canvas equal to the canvas that we pass in, and then we'll set the data.ctx equal to that data.canvas and get the context 2D. So now we just set up the regular canvas and the context for the canvas so that we can use that data.ctx to actually draw stuff onto our canvas from anywhere else in the module. And then the next part, we're actually going to just define the height and width of this canvas. So this is where you could change it up if you wanted to do a different size of the canvas. You could set that here and then position the canvas on the screen wherever you wanted it. But in this case, we're just going to do the full screen. So we're going to set the canvas equal to, or its width equal to just the window dot inner width, and this will be times the resolution. Hey, how's it going? Good. And the next line here, we're actually just going to do the same thing but with the height. So we'll just set the data.canvas.height equal to the window.inner height times the resolution. And then next we just want to style those canvas. So we want to set the canvas properties, we just want to style those. So data.canvas.style will set the width just equal to the regular window.inner width plus the pixels, and then the data.canvas.style.height equal to the window.inner height. The last line we're going to do here then is now just to set the scale of the actual canvas. So we can do data, in this case, .ctx, so we'll set the context scale. dot scale, and then we'll just make it res and res. So we're just scaling it up now because my phone, for instance, the 6 Plus has a scale of 3, so it would be, 3 in that case. So we're scaling it up 3. All right, guys, so that takes care of our first create function, and in the next, we're actually going to do some HTML stuff because I want to get us set up with our actual canvas frame and then call this create method so that we actually are setting up this module and get it working. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete this duplicate function since we did it all again, and that takes care of episode number 4. So make sure you subscribe down below and like this video, and I will see you in number 5. Peace.